Methods of preservation. There are different methods of preserving food. The method required for you to choose depends on the type of food that you want to preserve and depends on the length or period that you want to preserve that particular food. So, the facilities that are available, the type of dishes to be prepared, the different methods of preservation are going to be listed now. 1. Drying or dehydration. Drying or dehydration. Drying. This is the process by which the water content in the food, that's the moisture of the food, is reduced to create an unfavorable environment for the action of food enzymes and microorganisms. So once this drying is there, all the microorganisms that always love something that is moist, they can easily add on it. Now, when you apply drying method, you discover they are not acting on it because the environment is not favorable for them. And since the environment is not favorable for them, you can dry and dry and dry. So, types of drying or types of dehydration. 1. We have sun drying or solar drying. Sun drying or solar drying. This sun drying, what can you dry using sun drying? We have 1, cassava. You can dry your cassava like this alibo that is being made with cassava. It is sun drying that is being used. All the moisture inside the cassava is being extracted through the sun. Things like maize. Maize, once you remove it from the farm, is not yet 100% dried. Unless you use sun drying, that the moisture will be totally removed. Then you can now preserve it. So, another method, melon. Melon seeds, your cereals, legumes, yam, all these ones are using sun drying or solar drying. 2. Oven drying. E.g. like melon, legumes, they are using oven. In an oven, they'll put the air. There are some of the oven, it's not all the oven that have this. So they'll on it, and then after owning it, you put it like in a tray, put it inside the oven, and it is being heated and get dry. Try it in the house. Once you have melon seeds, these egusi seeds that you want to grind or pound for your soup, and it is very, very down. Just on your oven, put it in a tray, not rubber tray, please. Then put it inside. Allow it for a few minutes, remove it. You feel it's very hot and you can easily break it. And once you now ground that one, it will give you a fine powder grounding paste that you can use for your soup. 3. Roller drying. The roller drying is also like vegetables. It's used roller drying. Then we have the 4th one, vacuum drying. Vacuum drying is example of milk. The process of producing this powder milk, it is vacuum that is being used. After adding all the other substances in the milk, For it to evaporate and become powder milk is vacuum drying that is being used. And the fifth one, we have tunnel drying, for example, vegetables too. I will have freeze drying, e.g. like our vegetable, our fish, our meat, they fridge them. When you fridge them, they stay safe in that place. Then the seventh one, we have spray drying. For example, our milk, our egg white, our cocoa, our beverages, they use spray drying. Spray them and you dry them. Now we now have things like roasting on fire or hot oven drying. That's that one that is being used like your meat, your fish, you roast them on the fire. These are the different types of drying that we have, or dehydration method. So you use all this one as a source of drying. Watch the next video.